with your thoughts. I don't wanna go home. Could it be one night? Can you?
Hold on. This is a little bit too sad for me. I mean, given the track was muted for the half of the stream start anyway. But I want to play a little, something else. That sounds a little too depressing for me. All right, let's keep the copyright strikes. Hey, I wanna freak you. Hopefully that didn't bother you too much. I really gotta change the notification though. I feel like it's really outdated, the curse and shit. We'll get to it. I've just been living life on X Games. But yeah, let me turn this shit back up. I would give up 4 days, but I would give up 4 evenings. I can even play with another body, but it wouldn't last 'cause I'm a freak. Everything you say, turned on by everything you. I wanna freak you, baby, in every freaking way. Every freaking day, every freaking night. I wanna freak you, girl, your body's so freaking tight. Every freaking night and every freaking day. I wanna freak you, baby, in every freaking way. Every freaking day, every freaking night. I wanna freak you, girl, your body's so freaking tight. Yeah. Can I prove my love?
for tomorrow. What's good, y'all? This is probably gonna be one of the more out of tune streams I've done, but that's okay though. That's okay though. I'm gonna level with y'all. I'm a little lit already. I haven't been having, like, I haven't had a good night. There's nothing bad about it, honestly. Like, and then also at the end of the day, I have a lot of first world, like, materialistic comforts, and I don't want it to make it sound like, I'm you know, there's anything that shouldn't be, or I'm just having a night that shouldn't be had, or I'm dreamt of, you know. Because at the end of the day, if you have water, internet connection, you're straight, bro. So it's like, I don't want it to sound like I'm bitching. But anyway, the night was supposed to be, or is supposed to be, like a Smash tournament or a Mario Kart tournament. And I would do a show ends, but honestly, I don't think I did the best to have the best turnout tonight, which is all right. It's like, it's not a thing I'm stressing over, but it does make it hard to do a tournament if there aren't people to participate in the tournament that are active right now. And realistically, I should be scheduling this like weeks in advance or something like that, which I'm trying to figure out. I feel like for the entirety that I've been on this channel, I've just been all over the place, and that, I guess, has been a little charming but also decorative because I'm all over the place, and by proxy, you know, our events and stuff like that would be, since we haven't been the best organizing, especially like when we were working in a group before. So I'm gonna cut on a video for now until maybe that verdict changes. If not, like, I'll plan in advance next time. But I've been, like, you know, working, and then if I haven't been trying to rest, so something has flown under my radar, which has been the beat 'em up situation, and I honestly didn't really know anything about that until, I mean, now. But it's so crazy to me how, like, I mean, this just goes across the board, you know, like, news and media can be fabricated with such an unease and grace. It's actually fun. I mean, a lot of it's funny. I feel like we kind of are in this large Game of Thrones, and it's really sad because if we just came together, like, half of this shit wouldn't be an issue in terms of, like, the bigotry and the racism, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm gonna put on the beat 'em ups video for now just as a placeholder. If by the video's end we do not have enough people to do a tournament that they're tuned in, because I've been hearing that YouTube's been bad with alerts, this is like really late, on top of the fact that I didn't plan this like days in advance, so I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna cut this on for now. If anybody obliges, if anybody wants to do anything else, feel free to voice your opinion, whether I heed it or not. Let me stop. I read everything.
I can't tell you how I know. Do with this information what you will. There's going to be a Nintendo Direct next month. It's going to tease a COD Animal Crossing coming out in 2026. People are going to lose their minds. Lose their minds.
Pleasure to see you in here. I know what I said about the sober streak. I'm a little lit again. But to be honest with you, I had a really good night. Besides the racism, I had a great night. Which, I mean, I guess that's like every day for me, so I shouldn't, like, note that as like a high note, but, or, you know, something that, you know, got in my way, because honestly at a certain point it gets a little bit comical on some like Twilight Zone shit. But anyway, pleasure to see you in here. Don't mean to get on a little tangent. I just realized I should probably start, because I think the algorithm's been hitting us differently, or there might be a mistake on my end that I'm making, and I feel bad, just like, of course, like in general, because this channel has been stagnant for like a long time in a lot of ways, but just in general I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm putting too heavy on it, because I feel like manifestation, you gotta kind of just be who you, like, what you feel like is going to happen intrinsically before it reflects externally. Hey, maybe I'm just overthinking, over-explaining, over-talking. So I'm gonna play this video again, but nice to see you in here, man. Okay.
Lose their minds. 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 This Nintendo Direct.
Yo, what's good, Christian? This is what I'm talking about. I have seen Wolf Den here and there. So when I saw this on my recommendation, I was like, what the fuck, controversy? Nintendo community in the same, I mean, I guess that's not, they're kind of mutually exclusive now. I feel like every couple months we see some crazy shit, whether it be on the Pokemon side, well, I'm not sure if the anime side counts, but there's always been some kind of shit going on. And to be honest with you, I'm not surprised either, because at a certain point, a lot of people in the Nintendo community that make content make it over like leaks and directs and drops anyway. That's kind of all the bread and butter we have, because we've been in like a 4-hour drive. Oh, I hope all is well. My fucking man, it's my fault. I hope your night has been treating you well too. I'm in a little bit of an odd headspace, not only because I've been drinking. I was just on the highway in a friend's car, and I was just thinking about some shit. And I think I'm getting to a point where I'm caring less and less about outer perception. It's weird, not weird, but it's like I really realize like a lot of I don't know. We're all in our own constructs. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Okay, so this is why we don't get shit done in this bitch, honestly. But let me play this video again.
Leak took over the internet. It was shared across Reddit, Twitter, YouTube.
I never
all
saw.
over
Okay,
the-
hold on. I know what I just said. I never caught wind. Hold on. I never caught wind of this. I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, I've been staying out the way, working, and then making videos when I can. So this is news for me. I'm really fucking
The
surprised.
gaming news
not
world.
surprised, but like
But
taking it
here's
back
the problem.
a little bit.
I made it up. I made it up. I made it up.
Popular YouTuber of
Yeah.
beat 'em ups on his podcast.
Oh
where he said
God, they're
this
gonna try
last
and
month.
crucify
There's
this
gonna
nigga.
be-
Let's see how we. Wait, when did this drop again? This dropped like a day ago, or 2 days ago. So a little late, but this is kind of building traction. So I'm interested to see where this goes, and hopefully I'm not taking y'all's your I forgot the bodily anatomy, but I hope I'm not too loud in your ear. Okay.
Beat 'em Ups believes a direct will be in July.
Known for his channel Beat 'em Ups and also host of the
Yo,
Nintendo
this is-
podcast.
Said that he had an
This is the
unidentified
part that's so funny to me because it's like a lot of people that make content regarding Nintendo be like dressing to the nines just to be in front of a green screen, which I mean, low key, technically I've done before. But it's sorry. Let me unmute this.
Wood said that he had a source.
Hopefully Beat 'em Ups is completely telling us good info.
A very well trusted YouTuber, Wood from Beat 'em Ups.
Yo, this is at low key. I would watch this over Fox News, bro. Like when niggas actually have, I would watch this over CNN, because at least like at the end of the day, I know like 90% of the time I'm being told the truth, bro. Because CNN and Fox News be wilding, but that's so funny to me. That's a
So
cool
why
setup,
is he
though.
doing it now?
Hey, Eastside, what's good with you? What did I just mix them up? Wait, no. Oh yeah, no, I just mixed them up too. Fuck. Well, actually, I think Beat 'em. No. Beat 'em isn't Wolf. Then thank you. I'm a little lit right now. They look alike, and it's like because they both do tech-esque versions of Nintendo content. Is weird. The whole Nintendo side of YouTube throws me off because there's so many little pockets of what already is like a microcosm of what YouTube is right now. Although, I don't even think there are many besides Dashi. I don't think there are any mainstream-esque Nintendo YouTubers, and Dashi isn't really a Nintendo YouTuber, is he? He's like, yeah, wow, man, wow. We lost some ghosts for real, man. That shit made me sad.
Well, you must be fairly confident.
And I honestly can't see why they would lie about this at all.
Yo, these niggas gonna crucify you if you don't have a good
Believe him or
excuse.
do you
By the
not
way,
believe
I mean,
him?
I don't need to.
I really hope this turns out to be true.
So we will see if he's correct or not.
But I want you to know right now that if you are wrong about this, if you have gotten my hopes up,
He might actually get beat 'em up online if we don't get anything that happens this week.
I just can't see why Beat 'em Ups would lie about this.
I will hire every single Etsy witch I can to put a curse upon you. And
You know what? You know what's crazy? Because I feel like that nigga's lying. I think it's so interesting within the Nintendo community. Like I said prior to this, like how often we like fight for scraps of like whether it be like new leaks or just new directs or new games, and it's sad because it's like if you're doing Nintendo content, you have to do that to an extent, which it throws me off a little bit. Cause I mean, I don't know. I think YouTube in general, it kind of doesn't really produce art. Well, it does, but it's kind of like an accident because you have to manufacture something that would be befitting to the algorithm to do what you want to do, like on some starving artist shit. So it's like I get it, but at the same time, y'all, I don't think it's. Let me let the video play, bro.
Leaks. They ruin surprises, they spoil moments that we love, and I've always been curious, how do fake leaks get so much traction? Like, how does something so clearly fake go viral? We live in a culture of constant Nintendo Direct rumors, manufactured excitement, and clickbait YouTube titles. Hey, so I had a thought, what if I leaked huge gaming news? If I followed the spread of that leak, attract its momentum, and then the ripple effects, could I conduct an experiment to find a way to stop?
Oh my, okay, hold on. This is on some Black Mirror shit now. Oh, I guess not. I mean, to an extent. But this is an interesting social experiment, especially when within a gestalt that primarily goes on, things that, or like, gets tweaked out for like the slightest like leak or some shit. So I'm interested. I'm gonna try to stop pausing this now because I feel like I'm turning. I low-key get it now though. When the big streamers be fucking like pausing every 2 seconds, or maybe that's just because I'm a talkative ass nigga and I've had my emotions suppressed by being a black man and just not having many people to talk to for a lot of parts of my life. I'm a press play again.
fake leaks once and for all. But there was one problem. I am not an industry insider. I don't have any leaks. I am just a YouTuber. So, you know, in a way, I kind of had to lie. There's gonna be a Nintendo Direct next month in July. Metaphor. We're gonna get GameCube.
Okay.
I heard it
Yeah,
was
that's
Pokemon
Death
Colosseum
Stranding
was one.
Director's
Cut S. Witcher 3 Nintendo Switch 2 Metroids. I heard Isabel's gonna show up and it's gonna tease a card Animal Crossing coming out in 2026. Sorry about that. I actually am very, very sorry.
Yo, hold on. I mean, for those who are employed, because I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even know about this for a minute. That's kind of like, that looks like a podcast. So at minimum, that had to have been like an hour of just lying and trifling. So I don't know. This is
Sorry about that. I didn't really think
of
of
good,
this.
Arrington. Dude, it kind of looks like Thor. I don't think so. He has the aesthetics, but when it comes to facial structure, nah. This nigga's wildin' though.
Through it all. I'll be completely honest. I'll go off script and let you know right now that I regret doing this whole thing. I am proud of how this video has turned out and what I learned, but I kind of wish I didn't do it because I did not expect the reaction that I got.
And it was good what you said. This is where I get thrown off though, because before I go into this, I just want it to be said, because I've been talking this whole fucking time right now. But I think when it comes to moving with like ulterior motives or reason, like, you know how people in news articles often construe things to make it seem like someone's an aggressor and someone's like a victim, or some billionaire isn't as bad as he truly is? It's like that. Like, I feel like you have to have some kind of rhyme or reason, and then we can start from there. Because if you're just doing this shit just for the fun of the love of the game, that's wild, bro. But like, because that's the thing. If you went into this on some like, oh, this is like, I guess from the top of my head, I fabricated a fake leak just to show y'all that there's more to this whole Nintendo things, and like, you know, as Nintendo is like the last bastion of creativity, innovation, there's more enjoyment to be had than to just be reaching for every little inkling of, oh, there's gonna be a leak, oh, there's gonna be direct, oh, there's gonna be a big, it's gonna handshake. Now listen. When I started this stream, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody in this bitch. So how are you supposed to have a tournament with zero niggas and a lot? And again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, this is on me, because I should have probably planned ahead of time. And I'm already not playing to YouTube's favor, because I feel like people get notifications later, on top of the fact that it's already late as hell anyway. So I'm not doing y'all justice. So be patient with me. I know it's been years on end at this point, but I'm gonna lock in. I just have a lot going on. I think when I get back into college, I will have more of like, you know, well, I'll definitely have a direct out by then explaining shit. But anyway, I hope y'all had a good night so far. I just got out of work. I'll be back before 11. Okay, to be real with you, I'm not sure if we can put CPUs in the Mario Kart race, or we can open up Smash. That might be a little easier for the people count that we have. Anyway, let's get back into this video. I'm gonna play this until I guess we have enough people either from Mario Kart, Smash, or like niggas want to do something else. But I'm really fucking interested, because it's like on paper, doing this just for like, you know, oh, I want to see motherfucker game, but yeah, no, but it's good though, because I actually, that's a great point. But at the same time, it's still like a player count thing, which again, my fault. I should have announced this way ahead of time instead of today. But I guess it's, you know, sporadic. There's method to my madness and all that. Let me get this going again. Christian, it's fire to watch the directs every year. They get better and better.
Feel incredible.
Christian, I kind of low-key disagree, because it's like the main hype, like, look at the Smash Bros era, it's generational, and we haven't seen shit like that again. And I think it just goes to show, if there's not like a main IP driving this shit, like, well, there are like titles and headlines, but I feel like the Smash Bros thing was aligned with Avengers or Marvel's Endgame, in the sense that it was such an accumulative thing that touched on so many facets, rather than just Kirby, or rather than just Zelda. It was an amalgamation of all these corners of niche interests coming together to be something better or greater. And that's special. You know, we've seen, I don't have to name fucking lists, but like, I think that's why, in my opinion, directs don't hit the same, because there's not that, oh, what if we get this, or da-da-da, or some shit goes off. So I don't know. If that's your personal opinion, I respect it. The Switch 2 Direct was a 10 out of 10, yeah. But it'll be rare instances like that when they're actually being like, they're making a cultivating catalyst for something more to be had. And in those events, nah, brother, I'm talking about the JoyConBoyz Directs. I thought you said you just, thank Sorry, thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. I honestly, it makes me so mad because every time the directs are rushed, and I want to have one where I'm like maybe dedicate a week off just to work on it or do something cinematic, because I've been wanting to do cinematic shit for a minute, but niggas don't fucking. I'm sorry, like I don't know. I don't know if this is my work ethic or just because I be sporadic as hell. But whenever I try to work with people, this just don't work. And I know, like, I realize that a lot of the times the common denominator is me. But then I look over it under a microscopic lens too. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just the state of the world and people have to live on such a hyper schedule that it's hard to like come together. But I'd be mad because I have a lot of shit that I want to do, and it's just hard to like get multiple people in place, including me. So I guess I'm throwing stones in a glass house to a certain extent. Let's finish.
Incredibly guilty, and I am very sorry. But I did it, so let's talk about it. I can't tell you how I know. Do with this information what you will. I worded what I said on the podcast very carefully. I didn't say where my information came from. I didn't even say how I knew. I said quite literally, I can't tell you how I know. And I said that on purpose for two reasons. One, I wanted people's imaginations to run wild. I wanted to know how.
Before we continue, I think that choice in dialect is very important, because if you look at it on paper, the nigga didn't say he didn't say it was IGN. He didn't say it was some random nigga in a warehouse or somebody on the Nintendo like echelons. He just said he couldn't say shit. So I'm not. I guess there's more context, and we're gonna go into this. But as it stands, entry level, I don't think he's tripping.
Oh, the media would interpret that if it did go viral. And two, I was lying.
He was.
So, I don't know how much of that is true. That's everything I heard. And I never get information. And I know what some people are gonna say. Some people are going to say, oh, sure, now it's some big social experiment. Now you're trying to help stop leaks. You know, all of a sudden, you know, if I was smart, I would have immediately after the podcast pre-recorded something saying like, oh, this is my intention, you know, so that now when making this video, I could show that clip to prove that that actually was what I was planning on doing the whole time. But, you know. Too bad I didn't do it. I just did an episode of my podcast, and on that podcast, I told.
Oh wait, he did. Wait, oh wait. Okay, hold on. Wait. So I thought that was a genuine like fuck up. Like my bad. I didn't record anything. Okay, now I just don't understand why niggas are mad. Because I was looking in the comments before, because I saw this on my recommended. I was like, you know what? To start, like not to start, but this could be something like interesting on the back end to watch. But he hasn't done anything wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he's done anything trifling yet. Like he seems clean. I guess we'll keep going. But if he genuinely like right after just say he's capping, like
everybody that I knew about a Nintendo Direct that's coming next month in July. I was lying.
You were lying?
I was lying. Yeah. I just wanted to see if I gave a bunch of crazy leaks, like I had information and I buried it within a podcast, if anybody online would pick it up. Like if anybody tweets about it, if any articles are made.
Headlines.
You know, YouTuber beat him up, 2 million subs, leaks, or says he has insider info. Witcher 3 Nintendo Switch 2 edition is coming soon.
Also,
Animal Crossing reveal on the horizon.
I think we're gonna get it.
If I can data mine any of the info to stop leaks in the future, I'm going to then release this so you know that I didn't know and that I was just making it up. I'm sorry for the lie itself. I really am. Specifically to the people that listen to my podcast, who I feel the most guilt for. But if you'll stick with me, I actually did learn a lot about how leaks spread, why people believe leaks, and more importantly, I actually think I've come up with some answers on how we can stop the spread of leaks, specifically fake leaks and misinformation moving forward. Because if you can believe it, this silly little experiment worked.
I'm most interested. Oh my god, I'm starting to swear. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I would like no bitch niggas and shit. I would definitely run this tournament. I don't. By a show of hand, does this stream have a post right now or no? If not, it's all good because I did a lot of things inadvertently that didn't set this stream up for success in terms of a lot of people coming together so we could play, and that's on me. But I guess we might have to do this. Yo, this has been happening too often though. I gotta curb that. But what I will say is that if there aren't enough people, it's okay. Like we can just do like a little chill stream. It's fine. But this is the part that I'm most interested in. Oh, let me take my oh yeah, my socks, my feet are hot. I think that because based on what he said, right, he never cited something like concrete. So I don't think there's anything to be mad for. And at the end of the day, this is video games and shit. Niggas are dying across the world right now, especially in a certain place that should not be happening. So it's like free Gaza, by the way. But what was the question? I missed it. Was there a question? I don't think that. Wait, God. Okay, you know what? Matter of fact, don't worry about it, bro. I just think yeah, I've just had a wild ass night. There was this one. Oh my gosh, bro. We were trying to go to a bar, and I hope the girl got home safely. But we were chilling in the alley to pregame. And this nigga drove in on his car because he like lived like down the alley, and she was just tripping, bro. And they tried to they were about to fight. And after that, because I drank the rest of my soju, and then I started hitting some. So I don't know. I'm having a very interesting night. What was the question? No, don't worry about it, bro. I think this might be the stream for tonight, honestly. You mentioned playing something, I think, and I think you're doing a head count of the stream. Yeah. Again, because I'm not sure. Hold on, let me check. Because I'm not someone who pays attention to how many people are in the stream anymore. I did that when I first started, and sometimes, but like I don't really do that proactively. Let me see. Do we have enough people in this bit? We do not have enough people. Okay. We do not have enough people for this stream. I'm surprised there are 3 people in here. Respectfully, like, and this isn't like because I think a lot of people equate viewer count to like how I don't know, it's just quality, and that's not the case. So and again, this is not something that I'm like, oh, if there are X amount of people, I'm gonna fucking not give a fuck. It was right. Hold on. It's been so long, dude. I mean, it was like not like an OD amount of time, but like you're editing. Wait, hold 1 sec. I hope you've been okay, bro. I hope all y'all been okay in general. It's not tripod crack. Okay, now we good. I hope all y'all been okay in general. I'm having a very interesting arc in my life right now, so we gonna make it to the other side on this shit. But like it's wow, you're editing a video, so I'm segmenting my attention. Okay, then you're good. Then this will just be in the background. It's Saturday, so niggas is partying to be expected. True. Yeah, true. Maybe Saturdays aren't the best. It was good, right? Yo. No, wait. Okay, hold on. No. This is the part of the stream where we start to get derailed. I hope you've been having a great night, man. I'm not sure if I got to see your response in the Discord after I responded to what you responded to me with, but I hope, like, again, bro, it's love. And I remember, when I say this, it's not like I look at you with this conversation in mind every time, but sometimes I think about it, about what we talked about. I'm like, you're a realized nigga, right? So don't get caught up in bullshit that's not endowed to you, you know? Because even now, I find myself doing the same thing, and only through looking through a retrospective lens, hypercritically, I was like, oh. And I know that sounds like some like some narcissist shit, but genuinely, sometimes, even when the common denominator is you aren't always at fault. And when I say that, hold on, let me pedal back. When I say that on paper, that might sound like, I promise you, I know I have faults, and I know I've seen the faults. I'm living in the faults. But, like, I be thinking about it sometimes, bro, and it's just like, fuck. I wish I made better decisions with the people I kept in my, like, immediate circle, or just, like, shared my energy with, because I didn't realize to the extent of how powerful energy, what's it called? Marination is, you know? And it fucking sucks sometimes, bro. I've been seeing the YouTube uploads on the channel this last one. Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I've been trying, because, like, it's weird, because sometimes, even though you have, like, a bunch of 1 out of 10s on YouTube, sometimes a video, like, you'll trip a little bit, or you won't post for a little bit, or a video will do weird at the start, and it'll just derail, and then you'll have this weird momentum of, like an it's weird. But, wait, 1 second. Let me see I think I saw the teaser, which I don't know how. Hold on, let me see if I can find this on Twitter. Wait, let me make sure my Twitter is safe before I even pull this up, because I'm not trying to. Hold on. All right, we good? All right, I don't know what this Twitter video is, but if we go to Spider-Man leaks, right? or whatever the fuck. This is low-key common knowledge. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what in New York. They leak pic. All right, my watch is going off. My bad, you hear? They leak pics and what the fuck is happening? Is this the Americas or am I tripping? It's crazy that they're just openly doing this in New York. By the way, that's so interesting. But it's like we got the Punisher apparently, and then I don't know how they're gonna fit the Green Goblin. God damn. Oh wait, oh shit. Sorry. Yo, wait, whoa, I can't. Hold on, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, this is a Scorpion. Look, all right, I guess these are Spider-Man leads now, but apparently we're supposed to be having the Spider, a fucking Scorpion, the Punisher, and like the original Hulk that was in Ragnarok. Great movie, by the way. But that, I don't know how they're gonna fit all these things. What the fuck is a Punisher gonna do? He's not gonna be able to punish nobody. I've never seen this series, but it's like it was good. My fault if I actually spoiled you. My bad. But I don't see this nigga punishing nobody. Cause like what? Whoa, wait. Oh my god. All right, hold on. I don't think. 1 second. Oh my god. Wow. Huh. Sorry. Okay, hold on, wait. 1 second. Whoa! She's getting railed by the nigga from the Shining. What the fuck? All right, this is a crazy. Hold on. Also, you know the thumbnails and the video titles. You clearly studied the EWN style, and I appreciate you outing that much detail into putting, especially the stream. But yeah, of course, bro. Etika was such a big inspiration for me in a multitude of ways, especially like not having a father figure, bro. That shit would do something to you. So having a good, moral driven black man, and especially in the streaming industry, and especially the way he carried himself, that's crazy, bro. And like again and again, I'll set him as my biggest influence. Like it sucks. I don't know, maybe on some metaphysical shit we'll meet, but like it just pains me. I was never able to run into him in a cafe or some shit. Anyway, okay, I don't know if I can find this, but it's literally like the Punisher, Spider-Man, and then the W version of the Hulk, which is crazy to think about. I don't know the plot line that they're gonna go with, but I'm interested. I think it's about time that we get like Miles or some shit. But I guess we'll see. I used to run home while that screen was playing and bump his playlist. We listened to the same artsy music. Yeah, I love artsy. Artsy music is so fire, bro. Their music selection is top notch. Hold on, I gotta make sure my lux. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna do the fucking beat 'em up singing. I'm sleeping, my nigga. I'm tired, and yeah, I'm tired, bro. We good. We caught up on messages. You saw the suit? What you mean? Oh, the new Spider-Man suit? Yeah. That shit.
I've made a huge mistake. I have actually been I've been shitting myself the last few days. I've made a huge mistake because so many places have reported on this leak. I should have made like a fake account. Why did I do? I start freaking out here and rambling for a while about how much I regret doing this. So let's just... This all started the very next day after...
Tweaking for like 3 minutes straight. Every young black actor wants to be Miles. That will instant make them... That is true. The first televised Miles Morales live action, that is generational wealth. I think Caleb McLaughlin would be a great candidate though. Or Jaden. I think one of those two. I think either or. I can't really think on the top of my head anybody else I'd be amped for, respectfully, but like those two got it. I think one of them would be a great Miles. And he's already done music for the Spider, so it's like, come on now. We've met hella times randomly because I live in NYC. I'm so grateful to have gotten photos with him on Chris. Oh, that's... You lucky, my nigga. I'm not on some, like, pedestalization shit, but like, dude. I look around and I go throughout life and I see so many, respectfully, a lot of butts, my nigga, and it's just crazy to think that someone so like down to earth and like graceful. It just sucks, man. Caleb getting old though, he has a whole ass. Okay, so that nigga's clock is slowly running out.
To the podcast, I got the first message from my friend RGT85, who messaged me to say, "Go on." He said, "Go on, July Direct." But I don't want to give away the game. So I said, how'd you hear about that? Your podcast is making the rounds. Is your source legit or what? And that's fine. What do you mean? Making the rounds. It was this Reddit thread on gaming leaks and rumors. Popular Nintendo YouTuber beat 'em ups. What did I do? Claims there will be a Nintendo Direct next month. They linked the podcast, which I actually really appreciate.
He said refantasy on the Switch. GameCube Shadow. God damn. Yeah, they will kill you. They gonna kill you for this one. I can see why this nigga got crucified. Look, yo. I'm sorry. I've took a peek behind the curtain because I remember. Hold on, and this isn't on. So please don't go to my channel. It's not in the place I wanted to be right now. I've done a lot of thinking, and I really want to get into like anime type content. I think that'd be fire. But hold on, let me see if I can find this real quick. What was that? Wait, what was I looking for again? Hold on. It was yeah. So when I used to, and this I guess is because these were double uploads on the JCB too. When I was doing like leaking videos and like shit is coming out, I would be like, I wonder what the ecosystem is looking like, and I wonder what people in my niche are doing, and I would always do research. And it's so interesting to see a lot of people that like are active about this shit in his like covering of the video thing, cause it's like wow. Again, this is what I've been saying before. It sucks that Nintendo YouTube is in this state where niggas are really just covering anything rather than just like actually. I mean, people are playing games. This is why I love Try. Like, I'm actually glad I'm really glad I met Try. Not like fuck the podcast shit, which I will hold on. He's like a really cool person, or like seems like it so far, and it was really interesting. Oh my goodness, hold on. Can I? What if I told y'all that there's a way to grow up on the internet sometimes because I don't give a fuck. It's like he's really like no, hold on. Hack the Nintendo Switch 2 on some Cyberpunk 2077 shit. Well, more like a bypass, so it's still crazy. I'm gonna lead y'all to the water. I'm not gonna force you to drink. Low key, it's about you realizing how to do this. So I just forgot I put actual like screenshots. Yo, it's low key fun though. You have your own channel. Hold on. Yeah, I got you. Thank you for being curious. I always feel weird, and here's my thing, bro. And here's the thing that's always been a thing with me. I don't want it to seem, and I guess at this point it's a little too late for that because it might seem like self-insertion. But literally at the end of the day, because I've been on this channel for 3 years, and I will say this time and time again because I've seen this here and there, I think the channel could be genuinely make some good societal change in a gestalt way, but also honoring Etika's legacy. And I don't want this to be me to be on here until the wheels fall off. I want to pass this channel on as someone young and driven and have them perpetuate Etika's legacy too, because I think that's just such a cool ideal, you know. But for right now, I guess, and I've made my peace with it, bro. I'm a black man. Like, niggas have been constructing their own narratives about me since I could walk or talk or understand what racism was. Hold on, wait, let me backpedal. But when it comes to this channel, I just always been so over cautious about like what I do, or not seeming like I'm trying to be, not like trying to do it for myself. So that's why I always, and this is on some reverse psychology. I genuinely do not want niggas to come here, especially since like I really do need to make a transition into other types of, because I've been doing the Switch leak thing for a solid year and a half. And respectfully, like I've had my fun doing this, and there have been times where it's like improve my life in certain quality. Well, it's because Nintendo takes so long to do anything. I think we're living, especially since like social media moves in such a hyper speed. It is. I feel you. It's like it's kind of like wild because there's nothing else to really fucking do except talk about every little thing that comes out. Anyway, this is why I kind of want to segue into anime content, because I really do love, like, there's so many good stories to be found in anime, and then also just gaming in large. I feel like if you establish your own channel, it ultimately benefit this one, because the Nintendo niche is, yeah, exactly. I want to make a structure to where, like, the channels work together, and then it pushes up, because, again, like, you've seen the fucking, hold on. Let's take a quick stroll through memory lane before I wrap this video up, and then, the video that we're watching, because, like, to be honest with you, MG, what's good, twin? I hope you're having a good night so far. And for the niggas in here, and again, my fault, because I could have done a better job at making sure people were in here ahead of time to be. It's so wild because there's so many errors they're streaming on this channel. It's so interesting to like look at and dissect a little bit. And I do want to do this Minecraft thing again. I think I might do it this winter. I think that might have to be when we do it, because like I always have so many ideas, bro. But there's so many. I'm tired of constraints and so many. And you can extrapolate to that to whatever sense you want to. But look how bro. Look how much like history, and I'm not saying that in an aggrandizing way, but like there's so many people that put their time, energy, effort into this. It's like I always want to make sure integrity is what I move with. So it's like, what do you think of the Switch 2? Now I know I talk my shit, but one of my niggas blessed up with a whole Switch 2, and ever saying I love look you can look my nigga, look how fucking cool this is. You can plot this video, and of course, like I wish it was more innovative. Like realistically, this should have a split screen on some 3DS shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, didn't the Switch go up in price? Hold on, I don't mean to segue. But all in all, I do love the Switch 2. I think it is great. I think definitely it could have been more. And for the price is kind of wilding, especially in our economy. But it's still pretty fucking cool if you think about it. Damn, you lucky. Yeah, bro, you know what's crazy to me? Because I've had you want to hear my lore? My accent, you probably didn't fucking have. But like, I've had a solid 2 years of I'm gonna wait. But I've had like years on end where people have said they would been there or manipulated me in some way or misconstrued me in some way, and it's hurt me so much, you know. On top of the trauma I've already dealt with that I haven't gone to therapy for, and it's fucking. I just don't know what to do with it, bro. Well, I do. I do need to go to therapy. I just thought therapy at my school costed, but apparently it doesn't. I thought it was just a pipeline to find you a therapist, which again, ultimately, you need to pay for. But I'd rather pay for gym membership, to be honest with you, because I'd be having some crazy revelations in the gym. But yeah, just I think and it makes me so mad because I feel like I can't complain, especially because my mom got us out the hood, bro. You know how crazy it is for a single mom on her own. So intelligent, and not saying that you are dumb if you can't make it out the hood or you're dumb if you're in the hood, but it's literally a CIA op to keep certain people in certain places so they don't elevate in the world. Bullshit. But it's just crazy to think about. Like, I have so many. Look, nigga, I live in a hood where niggas don't bother me. I live with a bunch of rich, socially detached white people. That's crazy to me, you know. But at the same time, that doubles like on a social aspect. I feel like I'm fucked in a lot of ways, you know. Because even now, I be getting ghosted and shit, be blowing me, but at the same time, I have a lot of niggas that care about me, so, sorry, let me stop right there before I keep on talking. For now, you go and mod that PS Vita, do that, bro. I've seen some crazy modded PS Vitas. They're actually, do that. I would do a modded PS Vita over a Switch 2, to be honest with you, and I will go on record to say that. The Switch 1, I'm Canadian, so I'm good. Must be nice. You don't gotta deal with this DJ T shit. You live in Philly, so I gotta make it out the trap, but we keep moving. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. And you gotta always realize, you know, regardless of where you are, there's always somebody worse on the totem pole, and you gotta deal with that. It makes me so mad because realistically, right? The Earth is the ghetto, and I'm pretty sure I'm 70% sure that's why aliens have been pulled up on us. But on like outside of that too, realizing that aliens could technically pull up on us anytime and make us enslave us and put us in some zoo shit or something. Why don't we work, even in general, bro, just to better everybody's life? Why don't we work together? Why do we put ourselves on pedestals, demonize people? Why is there bigotry? Why are we racist? That's not my hood. But like, it's so crazy to me because you know the High Line in New York. It's a feat of like architecture and technological prowess. Why don't we have that around the world? You know, it just makes me so sad. And I guess that's why I started really like, wow, I'm willing to do anything just to see some shit change. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm so done. I'm tired of niggas looking at you and thinking that your place in the world or your skin color is allegorical or like a moniker for your place in society. It just makes me so mad. It makes me so fucking mad, bro. But this is probably like the 5th tangent I've gone on in a span of 3 days, so I'm gonna keep it pushing.
And a YouTuber, one that I actually follow. They've made a lot of really interesting content, and I honestly can't see why they would lie.
Okay, I can see from this perspective why it's a little crazy, because imagine making like a little like, haha, teehee, I'm gonna just lie about some shit as a joke, well, technically as like, you know, a study. But having niggas make 20-minute videos just...
The leak has a life of its own. Now it's just escalating. At first, when I started this experiment, I was worried. I thought, oh, I've tainted this. How did I not realize that of course my leak was going to go viral because it's me. This isn't some random anonymous person leaking something on 4chan somewhere. This is Wood from Beat 'em Ups leaking it on his podcast. Of course people were gonna believe me. I'm the Nintendo guy. I thought me.
Hold on, can I say something real quick? Sorry, again. Well, I'm low-key sober now, but I've been like a little late for no. Oh wow, yeah. Actually, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, that's not good. I can see how because this is motion in the Nintendo community. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I can see how it got to that point. But low-key, I should probably start diversifying. Not that I want my face plastered on like a video or something, but I think low-key we should start getting in the mix a little bit, you know, pushing some buttons. I think that'll be a little fun. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I am very sorry.
And of course, like, the goal is to help people, bro. Don't get it fucking twisted, which, again, I do need to make it direct before I go back to school, so.
But I did it, so let's talk about it. I can't tell you how I know.
Uh-oh, I just went back to the front on accident. Hold on.
What we've seen in...
I don't even want to hit play. Credit or source me at all. There is so many comments from people excited about the leak, fully ready to believe. To them, this was becoming real. I guess if the rumor or leak just sounded believable, that was enough for some people. Maybe it aligned with what they hoped was true, making them more willing to trust that it was. It didn't matter if it was real, people were running with it anyway. So I went to work getting my PhD in Google. And it was here I learned about something called confirmation bias. This is where we tend to believe things.
Yo, do you know what a reticular, wait, let me not make sure, reticular activating system is? Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Look, is basically if you were to think something or plant something in your mind that you believe to be true, or you just think about it often, when you open your eyes, and I'm reading Atomic Habits right now, and it really painted a picture for how crazy it is, like how much visual optics do the work for you and digesting what you construct as reality. But look, let me learn you niggas something. The reticular activating system, RAS, is a network of neurons located in the brainstem that plays a crucial role in regulating arousal, wakefulness, and sleep-wake transitions. And while you can like put that in a microcosmic, that's just like, what you see, equates to how you digest things, like like if I see a red light, I'm gonna stop a car, fucking hopefully, or if I see a bad, let me not say that, like just circadian rhythm, but it goes so much deeper than that. It goes into how you put biases upon people or labels. It goes into how you digest information, and like this is why niggas are in the This is why people fall into cult-like ideology, and this is why people are like in such a bubble sometimes, because it's like, wow, you can really just entrap yourself into such a parallel, such a restricted view lens of how you digest things in general. I'm gonna cut it there because of course I'm not gonna fucking stop talking. But like, bro, that's crazy to think.
That reinforce our existing hopes, beliefs, and expectations, and we tend to ignore anything that contradicts them.
Got to. I don't. It could be my PC, but just as it might comes in. That's the issue. I don't, because I've went into these properties multiple times. I think I just need a new microphone, because I've gone into this so many times and tried to up my volume, but it's like I don't know. It's always been like so much lower. And I'm up in the decibels now, but I don't think that's like good on the long run because it might like sacrifice the quality. But thank you for giving me the heads up. I'll adjust it more so it's like more like easier to deal with. But damn, man, thank you though. Let's give it a
And I saw that happening in real time. The one more thing is supposed to be just a teaser card. I heard Isabel's gonna show up and it's gonna tease a card Animal Crossing coming out.
Boom! AC that early.
That'll be incredibly exciting.
I think this might be legit.
It was so interesting to me after learning about this to see people say the words, I choose to believe this.
Metaphor Refantasio is one of them. Totally believe it, and that's a great one.
Why? Confirmation bias. We see it all the time. People clinging to fake
Wait. I haven't liked this yet. I think I really like where this is going. I'm not even mad at this nigga. Honestly,
UFO sightings based on blurry photos and videos, believing the Earth is round despite overwhelming evidence that it's flat according to one guy I follow on Twitter. In all of these cases, people ignore the facts that contradicts their views and instead celebrate anything that enforces them, no matter how silly or flimsy it may be. People aren't always searching for the actual truth. They're looking for what it is they want to hear. And that's when I learned...
Metaphor is such a great game. I really need to... bro, I remember I shooted a while back, and even back then, its message impeccable, and I cannot wait. I feel like the story at large, just from the surface level, is gas, so it intrinsically has to be amazing. That's real though, right?
About something else. I went on such a deep dive. I took this very seriously. I almost ran out of room there. The illusory truth effect. Am I saying that right? Illusory truth effect.
Illusory.
Illusory. I said I learned, not that I got smart. This effect is where the more you hear something, the more likely you are to start believing that it's true.
Oh, and this is okay. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Actually, no. I'm gonna fuck. I don't. You know, I'm not gonna apologize anymore for pausing. Right? Unless it's like really, really excessive. But I think that's so true. Like, just take it to the household, right? When we tell people that they ain't shit, or when we tell people that we assign like gender roles, or like superficial gender roles, or like just a lot of things, or just call people dumb, or like make them seem like they can't do something. It's so crazy how powerful the human mind is to internalize that, especially when you're younger, and to just run with it. So, oh my god, bro, low key. Again, I'm just still here for the ride because I agree with this nigga like 15 minutes in the video or 10 minutes in, but like.
Even if it's not, it seems so obvious. Maybe it's just something I've never thought about, but yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens online all the time. Think about this video and everything we've gone through so far. What I said was taken and it was put on Reddit. And then from Reddit, it was shared on Twitter. Still not calling it X. Then it was shared to news sites. From there, YouTubers made videos. And this isn't just a progressional path, it's also a cycle, because from here, it kept spreading back to Twitter and back to YouTube until it blew out of control and my name wasn't even being credited anymore. And now it was just an anonymous leak. I didn't actually have to write that word. It just felt like it needed more impact. And if you were online seeing all of this from multiple sources, the more that you hear something, the more you believe it. Heck yeah. Oh no. Oh no, people are getting excited.
Exactly. Point blank period.
I'm sorry. It's for, I swear it's for a good cause.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This just reminded me. I really, I guess this is bad insertion, but I was just looking at a setup, bro, and I really do want to be like a, I really do want to be a content creator. I don't know why I shy away from it so often. Ever since I've started streaming, it's just like, this is just such a cool ass thing to do. If you move with integrity, it's such a cool ass thing to do. Kanye is crazy. You probably find that quote online. No, but that's the thing. I think we have to look at it this way, right? Up until like 2020 or 2019, 100%, he was looked at as like a musical. I don't know about prodigy, but definitely genius, right? Oh, hold on, I guess whatever. But like I think, well, he has said a lot of crazy and definitely questionable things. We also have to, and I'm not saying what I'm about to say. It doesn't say it excuses what he said or recontextualize it in a way that makes it acceptable. But he lost his mom, and then on top of that, like wait, there's something else. But I think it's like, and the fact you can't see his kids. Like I think there's a lot, and being a black man, because to be honest with you, it's some Black Mirror shit, bro. I can't lie to you. So I just think, I don't know. I don't think Kanye is crazy though. I do think he's really smart.
Content creator in the world. He says he knows a Nintendo Direct is happening. People are going to pay attention, not just because he's really large, but because he doesn't do this.
Think about when you were growing up, right? And your parents would tell you anything and you would just believe it. Like they told you that like Rover went to go live on a beautiful farm. And you were like, okay, well, I hope Rover has a nice time. Or like when Elon told you that it was just a regular salute. But because my words carry a lot of weight.
Hold on, wait. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. That's a subscription from me. I fuck with this thing. Just not just like, because this is dope. This is why I like what's a good example? I really like media where it's like on the surface level, it's like, oh, I'm just your regular mainstream appeal. I'm not gonna put some hypercritical politics on you, and it's just like you insert these little jabs, bro. I fuck with that so heavy. I liked it a lot. And I think our society definitely needs more of that. And it's great that we get it in these little segments, but I feel like it's still not big enough. But I'm sorry.
That puts a lot of responsibility on me to be careful with those words, which I am. I am. 100% of the time, I promise I am. This is the one outlier because I had a dumb idea for a video, and I am so sorry. There is one more bias that applies to what happens when a leak spreads, and it's called effect bias. This is where people base the truth on how it makes them feel.
And this is why I think it's so crazy how a lot of us move from an emotional standpoint, which emotion is just, which I'm not gonna snitch on who told me this initially, but I've had this repeated to me, and at this point I'll just share this common knowledge. Emotion is energy in motion. I'm not sure about the Latin root, or actually I'm not sure if it's a Latin originating word, but when you operate purely off of emotion, from when making logical decisions, or when you need to lock in and make it like a fundamental decision, I'm not saying it's degradative 100% of the time, but it can skew the result in a way where it's less favorable. And you see this a lot of times where, like, let's say when what's a good example of this? Like the Luke, I'm your father shit? No. There's a good example of this in pop culture. I need to meet my pop culture reference quota. Anyway, I think it's so crazy to me how we'll skew so many things just based on how we feel.
The emotional response they get from what they read or they see or they hear will affect whether or not they think it's true. Not on how accurate it is. It's quite simply just a feeling.
Why would I buy the Nintendo Switch 2 when I have a perfectly good Switch here at home? Yes, a YouTuber said that there's a potential leak for new Animal Crossing for the Switch 2. Oh. I've actually always been a fan and a supporter of the Switch 2, and I can't wait to buy it.
I really hope this turns out to be true. I believe it would be really exciting to get an Animal Crossing game this early into the Switch generation.
It seems fitting. Let's hold hands and manifest, because this could be our time, Animal Crossing fans.
If the headline makes you excited or angry or hopeful or scared, the more likely you are to share that headline.
This is why marketing is so bro. It goes all the way down to color theory. Even beyond that, there's like the primal button in our brains, bro. It's so easy to press. And when you actually lock in onto a specific science, like color theory, or even just utilizing words in a certain way or a certain tone or a certain pattern to make people more aggravated or more sad or more joyous, it's crazy. Like even passive dialect is wild to me. So it's like, that is 100% true. And I mean, not that I need to tell you this, just pay attention for one day to anything that's put in front of your face unwillingly, whether it be an ad on a taxi or a car or like a fucking sidewalk or a metro. You'll see that shit. It's crazy, bro. That's all advertisement is. It's just like people have realized that the best way to have somebody tapped in when they don't give a fuck is to make them give a fuck from a primal sense in terms of feeling some kind of exaggerated emotion, which is wild to think about. Well, this is where I can actually utilize my college degree, because I feel like once I get out about that bitch, that my bachelor ain't gonna mean that much. Well, actually, I'm gonna make it mean something. But it's like, in color theory, well, actually, I kind of already broke it down. But I like actually using my major for shit that matters, but it's cool. Wait, this is why I hate advertisements so much, because I feel like they're an invasive and
with it. That's why YouTubers are more likely to make their video title YouTuber leaks new Animal Crossing coming 2026 rather than unconfirmed rumor suggests possible upcoming announcement. That one doesn't make you feel much. And then we click on it. We click on the clickbait. We always do. And we hate it. We hate that we do it. But we do it because it makes us feel alive. It makes us feel. And in this case, the case of my fake leak, it was the feeling of excited and hopefulness that made this go viral. Whereas this video is probably more likely to affect people in that way. Which I'm very nervous about.
I actually love this. This is so like It's just so interesting because I haven't seen something like this done in Nintendo.
Fact, this effect bias, it applies here directly to Animal Crossing. It's why my leak blew up more than if I had said something like a new Chibi Robo game was coming out, you know, because then I'm relying on Eugene, the one Chibi Robo fan, to spread this leak for me, and you can't go viral with just Eugene. Recently, a lot of people have been feeling like an Animal Crossing is coming and possibly even really close to being announced. So when I said one was, they believed me because they wanted to.
The Animal Crossing tease for 2026, getting us that franchise far earlier in the life cycle than Switch 1, which to me, like we can talk about this more later, but to me, giving it to us that early means they have more long-term
feeling right is more important than being right. That's effect bias. Researching and learning about all of this psychology and biases, it's not a journey I expected to go on when I decided to lie on.
I agree with that so heavily. Like, I think this is, I just a byproduct of the times. I think because I feel like a lot of this, you know, Nintendo, direct, blah, 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 blah. It's just about the premise of something rather than what it is in actuality, and it's so sad when you dissect it because at the end of the day, you're left with intangible or just nothing to tangibly touch in a way that's fundamental or like, you know, means something more. It's mainly about the hype that it generates, and while that can be fun, it's more so akin to a drug that it's become rather than something that's actually beneficial to you, like something that'll actually change your life, which games are really capable of doing, like Cyberpunk, Xenoblade, but like, fuck man, we're in a weird spot. I think we've definitely gotten some gems, but like weird spot though.
My podcast, but it also is the biggest revelation I had on this weird, deceitful journey. I've said multiple times in this video that I am very sorry and that I regret doing this, and I am and I do, but this experiment quite literally could not have happened unless somebody lied and then tracked it, because it couldn't have been a real leak. If it was real, none of this would matter. People believing something that's fake, that's what was important here. And now we can look at this and we can know exactly how and why our brains activate when we see leaks, so that moving forward, if we see something else, we can maybe better identify if it is real or if we just want it to be real. While it's easy to blame YouTubers and people on Twitter for posting and resharing and commenting on these leaks, it's also our own personal biases that makes them spread like wildfire. And the people resharing them are also just people. While it's easy to write them off as just a YouTuber wanting views, they're also a human being that are experiencing their own biases to what they are hearing, getting hopeful and excited and wanting to believe them as much as you do. It just so happens.
Yo, you're good? Okay, yo, that's the aim for the smirk, bro. I'm glad you had yourself a fun time, man. Okay. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. This video is like 10 more minutes. After that, I'm gone. I did realize I really do need to plan in advance when we're doing events and shit like that, especially if we're gonna do some IRL ones. But yeah, my fault. First thing I do when I come on, that's really sweet, bro. I'm glad. Actually, I'm not sure if this is like the first thing you should be cutting on, because you don't know what I could. Honestly, at this point, this should be some foolishness sometimes. But yeah, it's just hey, nice hair. I appreciate it, man. My mom did a little retwist for me, so I'm lucky feeling this shit. Thank you though. But yeah, I don't know. I think just in general, I'm in a transitional spot. So if you see me like just fucking talking out of my not out of my ass, but like on end, you already know what it is. I have a lot of things I want to kind of change about myself, and also the reality of myself, my own, and just the ones of those around me. And I'm starting to realize more and more what it takes here and there. But hey, that's the end of that's the end of my round. I'm glad you sound like you had a good night, bro.
Happens that they also have a platform to share their thoughts, ideas, and opinions on. And if you're clicking on those thoughts and ideas and opinions to have your biases confirmed,
I just assumed, but I'm glad that you had that happen.
You're as bad as they are, or as good as they are. I mean, to err is human. To be human is good. We can all fall victim to a fake rumor if it's something that we really care about.
Okay, right,
so,
look, my nigga, I respect. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's weird. Like I'm not. It's like we don't have that much time left. If you want to talk about anything else, I'm cool with it. But both, I didn't even forget. But both feet. How is that anatomically? Hold on, I'm trying to think. All right, yo, okay. I don't even know how that's possible. That's respectful.
It's not like we can beg the people that post leaks, fake or otherwise, to pretty please just stop doing it. I mean, that's never gonna happen. Well, I already mentioned that you could try to verify the source, especially when that source is so publicly available. But that's not always possible. And it also doesn't always mean that you're gonna get a reply as soon as you wanna make a video. So instead, in the same vein, let's take a look at how my leak was described online. In fact, throughout this video, I've actually been intentionally referring to what I did as a leak. In fact, I think I've said the word leak at least 50 times so far, and none of you probably even batted an eye, because that's what I did, right? I leaked something. Except I didn't. I can't tell you how I know. Do with this information what you will.
How do you know?
I can't tell you. I just said I can't tell you how I know. I don't know how much of that is true, and I never get information. I'm skeptical. Don't take my word for it. I didn't leak anything.
And yo,
I mean, yeah, because I was lying, but
it's a little too late. I can't be tweaking like that. But when I tell you, man, it's so crazy the lengths that people inadvertently go to kind of put such a spectacle on something. And this is, I guess, this just goes to show that consumers. I mean, we've always been consumers, but like how crazy, like y'all, if we don't lock in, I think, you know, like all those movies you see, like fucking Terminator and Dune and all the ones where like consumerism leads to our deficit and downfall, that shit is very likely. Because if everyone's consuming, then we really do have to take a deeper look at who's creating, you know? Especially when their whole thing.
That's not what I mean. I didn't show any proof of anything. I didn't reveal anything real. Even if I had a real source, which I didn't, it would have been me just spreading a rumor. A leak is something much more tangible, more real. Like, you remember when the photos of the Switch 2 shell and design and motherboard and everything got posted online from the factory? That's a leak. Or like when footage of The Last of Us 2 gameplay was circulating online well before the...
Low key, I don't even think what he has to is apology tour. Okay, well, I'm gonna see. Wait, because I don't really think there's much else to go on. Like, hold on. Baby, wait. What was the point you're trying to prove on the internet? That people lie on the internet? No, bro. It's the underlying mechanisms of how people lie on the internet and how easy it is. I think this is going a lot of... My own thing is, like, I don't see how people get so rubbed the wrong way or aggravated about this. Because, even on a even on an intimate level, this is just a nigga that just said a direct was going to happen and it didn't happen. It's like nobody needs to, like, really... tweak. Like, of course I get people getting excited and shit like that. Oh, try style, alright. But it's like, that's a little OD to me. I'm hard. Oh, shit. Okay, I guess some niggas got really like tight about it, but like, you don't. It's just like, wait, I heard on your podcast and just well, this is coming from the guy. Like, I don't know. The only thing he did was prove to people they shouldn't. I just don't get it. Personally, I'm not hopping in his mentions just to like spew all that, like, oh, you lied to me. How fucking that's saying that's what they're doing. But I don't see that big of an issue here.
For anybody that still doesn't believe me that the whole point of this was that I hate gaming leaks, I had this Zelda Switch 2 weeks before Nintendo even revealed it. Before people even knew if this was a real thing, I had it in my house. But I didn't say a word. I didn't leak. This would have been a leak. But it's not mine to leak. Also, and most seriously of all, I want to give a big apology to Mayor Ren.
I will hire every single Etsy witch I can to put a...
Yo, I actually... Hold on, because I've never been really that urged to, like, I really do fuck with it. Like, this is... I've never been too into... Like, oh my god. Hold on. Wait, 1 second.
Don't know that I've ever made a video twice, but had a different feeling... like this. It's complicated. This is a complicated topic. We're talking about beat 'em ups and that he lied, but there's more to it than just the intentional lie and the experiment that he's going through. And for those that are tuning in and don't know what's going on, before you watch this video, I want you to watch.
I'm cool. done with this whole. I think we've seen enough. Like, this is so fucking funny.
And if you do sucked in, I already bought my own Etsy protection spell. And I said I need a protection spell to protect me from other possible incoming witch spells. So I've counted.
All right, yeah, this is that. Yo, to wrap this up, what the hell is happening on my free page? We good? Okay. To wrap this up, I just yeah, no drama. Yeah, I'm cool. I just never. It's first off, it's Nintendo. At the end of the day, you realize what's happening in other parts of the world. How is it that like we bitch about some like it's not even a technological marvel if we're being honest. It's just a toy. Why are we like? Of course, there's our experiences that can alter your life trajectory or bring great pleasure. But 9 times out of 10, Nintendo Direct isn't doing all that. So I just don't understand why we're. Hey, you know what? That's all the energy I have, y'all. Thank you. Much love for tapping in. Next time I'll plan ahead so we can actually have, you know, a congregated event. But let me put some on just to like put you niggas to bed real quick. What's something quick? I guess Remedy. Yeah. Cause I'm low key in my feels right now. I can't hold you, but I guess it's, you know, we making a way. But much love for stopping through. And Ron, thank you for. I haven't seen your ass in a minute. Thank you for stopping in. Bro, I see people on Twitter cry about. Yeah, it is what it is. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all probably, if not tomorrow, then like definitely Monday. I've had a really busy schedule, but I really do want to lock into the content in general. And I do, again, at the end of the day, like I stress integrity with this over everything, and that's why there's been a lot of times where it's been really stagnant, or you know, there are things I could do, obviously, that I'm not in terms of like content style and content type, or do something that's trendy or that would get. It's just no. At the end of the day, I want this to be respect, and I want to do this in a way that niggas would want me to, or that etika would respect. So that's all I care about, bro. But much love, y'all. I'm gonna put you niggas to bed, no fears. But thank you for stopping through. Love game too. Like for me, it's always like a physicality. Like I gotta meet you to officially lock that in. But love for all the interactions we've had. Love, little bro. You got that shit, man. Hope you keep your head up. Likewise, Ron. Thank you. All right, good night, y'all. I'm gonna go get some rest, and I encourage y'all to do the same. It's Sam late, even for Saturday. Good night. Get some good rest. Peace. So catch you. Oh, wait, no. There you go.
Still tryna maintain same things that'll blow a bitch my frame. My brain can't fathom what the hate say. He say, she say, how about me say? Get a V say, headed to the islands ASAP. What's it on my shorty wrist? That's an AP. On the top to save a bitch CAPE. Feeling like ET, flying out of the Eddie. Fucking on shorty, she better catch you will come when I added. I mean I'm better than better, maybe I'm lying. I'm sadder than most of y'all with the money and the freedom, nigga. What is money really worth if it ain't love? I'ma find a perfect balance, it's gonna take time. I heard shorty still in love through the grapevine. I heard shorty still in love through the grapevine. So shorty in love through the grapevine. Mix a little bit of weed with a little bit of cash, with a little bit of this, with a little bit of that. We gon' be all, we gon' be all, we gon' be all, we gon' be all. Mix a little bit of weed with a little bit of cash, with a little bit of this, with a little bit of that. We gon' be all, we gon' be all, aight, we gon' be all, we gon' be all. Mix a little bit of weed with a little bit of cash, with a little bit of this, with a little bit of that. We gon' be all, we gon' be all, we gon' be all, aight, we gon' be all. Mix a little bit of weed with a little bit of cash, with a little bit of this, with a little bit of that. We gon' be all, we gon' be all, we gon' be all, we gon' be all.